Hello, and welcome back. I had thought, maybe, perhaps, I would get out a disk drive and check out some discs, but I found another bag of stuff I brought in, including another joystick and some other stuff here that needs to be resolved. What is this? Ooh, a 1670 modem. More discs. And it looks like more manuals and books and instructions. What kind of bag is this? Ooh. Wow, this is vintage. Global Television, Toronto Maple Leafs, the Toronto Sun, AMP, Canadian Holidays. I think they're out of business now. That is a vintage bag. And it's going away into the recycling. All right, what do we have here? For all computer versions of Blue Max 2001. Okay, more little manuals. Ooh, there's something for the NX10 printer. While using the printer. Looks like a quick reference thing. That's always handy. Oh, look. And here is the NX10 manual. Wahaha. And here is a sheet of paper that is blank. Hiya! Commodore 64C Introductory Guide. 1541 User Guide. Z-Tech Super Graphics Junior Manual. Ooh, here's something from Activision. Rampage Demolition Guide for the Commodore 64 and Commodore 128, running in 64 mode. Of course, everything ran in 64 mode. Booklet, Ninja. 10th Frame, The Bowling Simulator by Roger and Bruce Carver. Interesting. Don't know if I have that stuff, but maybe I do. Here's a little book on something called Firestorm. Here is a little book on, oh, maybe there's more than one. No, maybe that's the same thing. Top Gun. Leventhal. The challenge was issued eons ago from light years away. Only you can meet it. Starcross. In French as well. What is this? Jeopardy for the Commodore 64. Leaderboard. I'm assuming for the 64. Risk for the Commodore 64 128, which of course means the Commodore 128 running in 64 mode. Ooh, here's what looks to be some sort of poster. MCS Starcross. Ooh, it's a map. Okay, some notes. Commander's chambers upstairs in the keep. Okay, it looks like notes on some of the things. What do we have here? Dragon Strike. What do we have here? Limited warranty. Registration card. Or something. Your chance to win free software for Micropros. What is this? Century password chart for Steel Thunder. Oh, yeah. You know why they did this? I don't know if you can see that. I can barely see that. That was to make it so you couldn't photocopy it hardly. That was their protection. Commodore Buyer's Guide. What is this for? Oh, okay. It's kind of like a little booklet of things that you might want. Little rampaged and damaged. A little plastic bag. Whoosh. Disc sleeve. Magazine, PC Home, Journal. How to get in on the 90s home computer boom. IBM versus Tandy. Which home computer appliance is for you? This is the premiere issue. Hot new color printer. Only $200. Interesting. I don't believe I've ever seen this. It's got a thing for the star printer. Dynamic little modem. Super modem. Oh, yeah. It was. Why do I think somehow that I'm going to find nothing in here Commodore related. PC Home. I think this, I've got to be careful because I've got a bag here for Rudy, but in the top I have this SuperPET brochure. I don't want to damage it, but I think this magazine might be more interesting to Rudy because he's into all kinds of things. It is the first edition of the magazine, the complete edition of Risk, the world's conquest game. Funny, I met a cashier. Oh, and this has been played. Oh, and Stealth Fighter, Microprose. Interesting. A cashier at my local store who is a gamer, but she says she plays like board games, and she did mention Risk, but I've not seen her for a long time. So I suspect she has gone on to work somewhere else. Okay, I'm going to put this. I've started another box of things to test, things to do. I don't need this stuff in the way, but I also don't want to crunch it up. So, nothing like a good banker's box. And here is a box, Ultima 6. And indeed, whew, there's a lot of discs. That looks like backups of them. Ultima. It looks like it too has been well used and contained within these pages. So it looks like their protection too is kind of a map thing. Looks like an adventure game, which is not my thing really. It just ain't. Okay. All right, box. There. So, this, you know what? I'm going to stick this to, but mind you, this modem here, this changed the whole way we were able to do things. It was made by Commodore. It had the same character set, command set as the Hayes modem, which became the industry standard. So if you wanted to dial tone, you did AT, which I think meant attention, yo, look, modem, we're calling you. And then DT, dial tone. And then you would put in the number and it would dial it. And if you didn't have tone stuff, and here's the crazy thing about tone stuff and pulse stuff. The pulse stuff was very expensive for the phone companies to keep going because there were actually little switches. But they charged extra if you got tone. So if you wanted to dial pulse, which you could do, was ATDP and then the number, and you could hear it pulsing away. Anyway, this made it possible for most anybody in the world to run a bulletin board because you plugged it in You could have a phone plugged in too, and it would answer the phone. It would dial the phone if you needed it to. Like, for example, when we ran the Bradley Brothers bulletin board system, and we had it going on the 64, and we were part of the punter net, in the middle of the night, when rates were cheapest, this modem was key, and it would call out, send whatever messages back and forth between the other boards, and hang up. Usually less than a minute. Boom. This was revolutionary. And it just plugged into the user port. It was magic. Magic. Okay, I'm going to put that in this other box of things to be checked out. Now here, of course, what do we have? What do we have? Ooh. Okay, this joystick, as well as the other ones, they need to have, I think, a magic eraser. Other such things run across, like the cord feels like it's kind of crusty. But does it work? Oh, what happened? I barely. No, something's not right here. Something is not right. I'm not firing. I will kill myself. I will rush into the fray. There. Now that's interesting. I can turn. I can't fire. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to look inside here. Because the funny thing is the game started immediately. As it did there. Well, I can't fire. I can move. And soon I will be able to die. Die. I died. Well, that's annoying. Because it otherwise works just fine. Whee! Well, that's too bad. Because these were pretty good. I wonder, is there a connection problem? Is there a wire problem? But it's funny how it immediately comes up. I'm curious. I wonder if somehow maybe it's just stuck. And it won't let me fire. Oh, look at that. I took it out and it fired. I'm going to put the blaster in. Oh, yeah. So, indeed. Now, I can't control when it fires, but the blaster can. And I'm going to die. Okay, so this basically, the switch is stuck down. Or the switch is broken and it's just down. Boom, death. Game. Yeah, see, it's like automatically down. So as soon as it can, with the auto blaster, it fires. That's what it does. And I'm probably going to die here. Nope, I got out of it. Well, I cannot control it. Well, that is interesting. Now, it could be... No, it's got to be. It's got to be the fire button is just screwed. Boom, death. Death, death, death. Boom, death. And then it just starts. Okay, well, there is hope. There is hope. I'm not going to do it now. It may be I can't imagine. So, but maybe there's something in here that's not right. But somehow, I think the button to switch the anything is here. So it may be that this joystick can be saved. I'm going to stick it in the box of things that need to be checked out. I am. Mm-hmm. So, I guess at this moment, what I'm going to do is find a suitable disk drive and test out some disks. It sounds like a reasonable thing to do. So thanks for coming. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.